nothing will happen in front of you. And yeah, we are now in the very early beginning. So from my point of view is that with VR, what we know at the moment, it's more or less, it's more passive. So we're currently passively enjoying. Yeah. So we need to, the next step is to go more interactive. If it's our mixed reality or how you say augmented reality, or it's in a different way together with some toys, whatever, it will be fun. Of course, it will make, I would say, sex life more rich for everybody. So
Thank you.
That's my 2 cents.
I think actually it's great the way you showed it, because I read about some of it and I didn't really understand what it is. And I think it's because it's not there yet quite, and you just said there's a huge possibility to develop somewhere, and we need Mr. Geisler for that. He's Stefan Geisler. His speech is about technological possibilities. Where can this go? Please.
Right.
You need the trans mode? Oh, you wanna, or me? This one. Wait. Stefan Geisler.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, my name is Stefan Geisler, and with my business partner, we have a production company for 14 or 15 years now, I think. For all these years, we have been shooting like normal porn, and last year, or 1.5 years ago, we've been sitting down with Renee and he asked us that, virtual reality, this new thing, you want to go on a journey with us and see where this leads us? And we said, sure, new things are always good, let's try this out. And yeah, from my point of view, first of all, to also, because it's not a household thing yet, virtual reality, what is it? So this is why I wanted to, did I once again? What? No.
And the other one,
I'm not pressing anything.
no, I didn't touch. I didn't.
I didn't touch anything.
No, he didn't touch.
Somebody got
Hey,
Is it like,
this thing is like going.
Just to let you know, I'm the real
is it voice activated?
I'm just going back, but yes.
Yes.
And then you're just allowed to press the button down here. Only, please.
Okay. No, is it it? No, something that was somewhere. Okay. Well, because what I wanted to do first is say a little thing about like what's actually virtual reality, what's mixed reality, what's augmented reality, things we could talk about. So just to clear these things up, so because like I said, it's not a household thing yet, and just as a short explanation. Virtual reality is a fully digital environment. It has nothing to do with the outside world. Everything you see is digitally created or filmed, and it has nothing to do with the room or anything you're sitting in. The most popular example, many people might have seen this before, is the Samsung solution, Samsung VR, together with the Samsung phone. Then we have mixed reality, which will be something that every Windows user will experience this year, because with the next big Windows update, there will be a lot of mixed reality functions, mixed reality headsets coming out this year, where you basically have a tracking device in the headset that recognizes things in the room around you. Let's say there's this table with the right software, you will see a digital recreation of the object in your headset, and you can place a digital object on the virtual/real table. You can move around this table, and that's going to be very interesting. Headsets coming out this year. We'll see how that works out. And then there's augmented reality, which was also mentioned earlier. Some of you might have heard of Microsoft HoloLens, where you basically have a see-through headset where you can still see the real room around you, and holographic things, which can be digital created objects or even videos of real persons, can be put between your eyes and the real room, so you see a digital person, a holograph, in the real room. You can take this person, put it in a different corner, make it smaller, make it bigger. So that's basically what we have between virtual reality, mixed reality, and augmented reality. Then there's already, this is the right one in this case, what's actually, because there's a lot of misconception out there about like 180 degrees versus 360 degrees versus two-dimensional versus three-dimensional. From my technical point of view, what many people call virtual reality, a 360 video in 2D, is not really virtual reality because you have no immersion, you don't feel exactly like you're there. You can also watch the video on a desktop, you can drag around the picture with your mouse. You do not really feel as part of the scene. So real virtual reality does need the 3D. You need to feel sucked into the video, otherwise it's pointless, just watching the picture. But for the sake of making this technology more popular, I do not recommend making this a religious discussion. As long as people buy headsets, I'm perfectly fine whatever they call it, they just go on with it. So, for us as a producer, virtual reality is a difficult thing because actually for somebody who's used to buy a camera and start shooting, we have a problem because there's no camera you can buy and start shooting. From this time, you have to buy something and build your own camera from scratch. And that makes it very difficult for people to get into it because not everybody is capable of taking two cameras plus equipment around it, plus software, plus everything that they need to actually create a movie. There's a lot of 360, once again, there's a lot of 360 2D cameras, even like we see in the middle of the room, you just plug in your iPhone and you can take a 360 video of this room. It's awesome. People should play with it, people should experience it, but to create the content we need for our Reality Lovers product or any other 3D virtual reality content, there's no camera, or there's a couple of cameras, but then they cost like 50,000 or something like that euros, and it's for our business not really what we need. Another topic that is always talked about is like how many headsets are actually out there, how many people are actually able to experience VR at home because they do not have something like that yet. And for a regular husband, it's kind of difficult to buy something like that and explain to his wife why he's going to buy this. Yeah, it's for gaming. So then she's like, you haven't had a fucking computer game for like 20 years. Okay. What we need is something like a mainstream spearhead that also goes into virtual reality production. We've been talking about that a couple of weeks already. There's a company like Netflix, which is already with their app on almost any smartphone you want, which already has an app inside the Oculus store for virtual reality. If somebody like Netflix would take like $5 or $10 million and produce awesome virtual reality content that people can easily access because they can watch already Netflix through their Samsung headset, this would do so much good for also our industry because people would have a very valid reason to go out, buy a headset, and watch VR. So that's something we're going to work on. We have to sit down with Netflix people and talk them into.
We're going to try.
So, and glimpse of the future already shown in the video before. We are talking about what will happen in the future. My most awesome idea of that is, and it's also something that works very well in mainstream. Once again, imagine you're on a business trip, your girlfriend, your wife is at home, and you can just lie down on your hotel bed 5,000 miles away and open up your Skype, because it's kind of integrated in Skype already a little, and she would be lying next to you on your bed as a holograph, and you can talk to each other live, instead of just staring on a small screen. Wouldn't that be awesome? On the other hand, it could also be a girl for $5.99 per minute who does the same. We don't want to get into that. will take much more money and it will take more time and more computing power and more bandwidth on the internet and everything, but it is possible. So it's only a matter of time where we will be sitting down here again and maybe somebody will just sit here as a host next to me. I don't know if you're pressing clothing in Miami again.
Let's try it.
So let's see how that goes. Okay, that's from my point of view what I can say.
Thank you, Stefan. It's also about gender, and I just want to state very clearly, I have no difficulties persuading my husband about these glasses. Because I got some, thank you.
It's always good, and you have to say you have to buy a second one.
Yeah, right, they're good, huh? Yes, and there's another kind of a market, I find out, but it's very close to this virtual reality, or maybe also completely connected, and that's the adult cam market. Michael Reul, I'm curious to know, where's the connection?
Can I use this one or? So my name is Michael. I'm an investor in LSX, which is a VR live cam technology. And actually there's not really much I can say about it because really Stefan really did a great and amazing job. I really love the video, it's amazing. So I think I'm going to make it like really short. LSX is not just video, it's really a live cam. So we have a studio set up, which is still very expensive, as Stefan said, so it's really, because at least like 10K to just set up a studio. And the experience is pretty much the same as if you would watch a video, but it's live. It's like a live cam versus just watching videos as we have it in 2D. That looks better than my name. I think we are really at a very early stage when it comes to VR live cams. The user experience is good, but it's not great yet. So that's really something I have to admit. Being an investor in this company, of course, I would like to say, wow, it's amazing, everything's great already. But we still have a long way in front of us to make it like really a seamless user experience, so that user really have like an advantage of using this over a 2D cam. So those are some numbers. Somebody